Okay, here comes the holiday rush. Can you see it? You run around like crazy trying to do a million things in order to make it all feel special for your family, but it's supposed to be special for you too. Here with advice on adding magic to your holidays without the stress is Tanya Dalton, author of The Joy of Missing Out. Oh, I'm so happy you are here. You're going to save the day, aren't you?
Well, we're in the craziest, busiest time of year, aren't we? Yeah. I feel like once Halloween hits, it's just go, go, go.
You can't even take a breath.
No, you really don't feel like you can inhale.
A lot of families have these beautiful traditions that they do year after year, and you say we can actually use those to our advantage. How do we do that?
We can. I feel like using traditions is one of the best productivity hacks that we can do. Because truly, traditions take the thinking out of it. They are things that we do automatically without a lot of stress, without a lot of worry. The key is making them achievable, making them really steeped in what we want memorable, not necessarily what everybody else is doing or what's Pinterest worthy. Really creating traditions that feel good.
That your whole family enjoys.
Yes.
That's another important part. Okay, now you say just take a moment and give yourself grace. And, you know, that can be hard for us to do sometimes.
It can. Well, especially as the moms, a lot of times we feel like we're the cruise director. We have to be holding everybody up, and we have to direct all that traffic, right? But it's really good to take time and really feel good about yourself during the holidays, too. So I know there's a lot of things to get done, like, you know, moving the elf on the shelf, right? Just that little thing every day is like, oh my gosh, I have to remember to do it. One more added stress. So one of the things that I tell people to do is set an alarm on your phone that runs, you know, from December 1st all the way through the end of December. And instead of it saying, did you move the elf, say something like, you're doing a great job, or you're a good mom, or you're doing better than you think. Give yourself a little affirmation that'll act as your little trigger to remind you, but will also remind you that you are really doing a really good job.
Positive affirmations are huge in life. I really believe in those. Okay, now, and I like the positive spin on this. You're saying don't necessarily concentrate on your nose of how you're going to empty your schedule a little bit. So what do we do instead?
Yes, well, I think a lot of times we get told that we need to say no more often, and it's not about saying no. It's finding your yeses. What are the yeses that are really meant for you? So when you think about your holidays, instead of thinking, what do I have to do? Let's ask ourselves, what would make the holiday memorable? What would make this a holiday that my family will remember? And who are the people and the things that are really important to you that you want to spend your time on? So when you're thinking about what you want to say yes to, what are your yeses? Let's not ask ourselves, do I have the time? Let's ask ourselves, is this something I really want to do? I have this Finding Your Yes blueprint that they're showing on the screen now. You'll notice that that question of, do you have the time, isn't until halfway down. So often we think to ourselves, well, I've got 15 minutes, so I can do this 30-minute task. Right?
Not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. And really it needs to be, does this feel good to me? Is this something I really want to do? Is this going to make the holiday memorable? Is it going to make it magical? And is it going to allow me to spend the time with my family and my friends I truly want to spend my time with?
And then don't do it if it doesn't match and answer all of those questions in your positive way that you want it to.
It should be a very, very clear yes.
So you are trying to do your best to help us and make us live more by doing less. We can find it through Joy of Missing Out.
Joy of Missing Out, yes.
All right, there it is. Tanya, thank you very much for the tips.
Thank you.
I need to write these down and memorize them and say it over and over to myself.